My name is Ron Harvey, and I am one of the pastors here on the Navajo Nation, Window Rock Christian Center.
What's happening in your community right now then, in terms of COVID-19 and what's taking place there?
It really hit probably about 2 weeks ago. The president said that there was no case on the Navajo Nation, but it was all around our nation, and so we prayed, and then within about a week's time, the first case came up, and then the next day 2 cases came up, and out of those 2. From that time, which is about like a week and a half ago, to today, actually this morning, 49 cases confirmed on the Navajo Nation right now. The Navajo Nation is kind of in a lockdown right now. All of the Navajo Nation employees are not working. All of the schools are shut down. Restaurants are shut down. We only have 2 stores that are open. You go in about 10 o'clock, there's nothing, no meats, no nothing. So it's putting the scare to people, They set up a roadblock. Navajo Nation president came on the radio, media, social media, newspaper, Facebook, any means of media to get the word out. How many more has got it and not even know it? It's just a scare. So no church services, no revivals, no conferences, no, and absolutely no ceremonies, no type of cultural events, no nothing. I mean, these are sometimes we think, as Native people, if we did this ceremony, or we gather and we do this ceremony. No, that no gathering of any type is what we're saying right now. But a lot of those elders that are out there, they're not really understanding. They think it's just a common cold, common cough, common flu. I was telling one of the ladies that yesterday that she didn't really understand. So I had to explain it in Navajo carefully to her, what was happening. And afterwards she says, "Oh my gosh, I didn't really know that." And so how many more people are like that, that are out there that they're just not really taking it serious as they should. It's a scare, yeah. But as long as we stay home, as long as we quarantine ourselves, and just abide by those rules. And I was posting this morning that that's an individual conviction that we should have.
What about the elderly or the people who are chronically sick already, or even very, very young, the people who are seen at being high risk? If people aren't gathering and aren't meeting, then how are you caretaking their needs as a nation?
Okay, so the IHS, the Indian Health Services, they are set up for that. I know I went to Gallup because I had pain in my pain in my chest, and so I went in the other day, and man, I tell you, they took every precaution.
Can you talk about what you did for translating to Navajo for the people that don't understand what the virus really is and what the impact is?
Yeah. Well, one of the things that the Navajo kind of put a title to it is it's called the Kosntsagi, a pneumonia type or a big cough So it kind of translates like that. It doesn't really translate it as a dangerous virus. An elderly Navajo would just think, oh, it's just a big flu going around. This is what I was telling the elderly yesterday, that this is not like this is kind of like pneumonia, but to the extreme. And she just simply said, "Son, I didn't know that. Now I know."
So then so if people are no longer meeting in person, and if people don't have satellites or they don't have computers or social media, but how do you reach out to the rest of the people in the community who might be at risk?
They had a quorum on our Navajo Nation radio, which reaches 400,000 people. 500,000 people. If it's explained in Navajo at an elderly level and said, "This is what's happening," I think that's might be the only way to reach them. Yeah.
When you think into the future, what do you think happening? Is it going to get worse before it gets better? Are you hopeful? What do you see in terms of the future?
Before it gets better, sometimes we have to hit bottom. Everything is stopped, And the other day, talking to my kids, each one of them, just obey the rules. Don't go anywhere. Stay home. You got everything you need. You got food. You got everything you need is here right now. And just giving my love to them. And so, how many people have forgotten their families? This also will pass. We're going to see better days. We know because we serve a living God. I talked to my mom and reassured her, prayed with her, and told her I love her. And so she was very happy to hear from me. I think it threw the world back. The Lord says, "I'm right here. I will hear you. I will hear what you say." And that's to all the people of the world. And we as indigenous people that are host people of the land, First Nations people, the Native American people, God has got you. And so, and I believe that God is going to pull us through. And so,
Okay.
back to you.
Thank you.